Okay, I'm making my settings here just to see how is the stream going. Today we're gonna have a great topic, a really good one. So let me just verify that Facebook can hear me. Facebook. Hello everyone. I'll just make a quick look. So we're gonna have today a really good topic. It's about the universe, about the earth, about the earthlings, everything how it works here. I'm gonna be given some knowledge which we're supposed to have, like earthlings. Perfect. The Facebook is on. Maybe not the best quality, guys. If you don't have the best quality on Facebook or YouTube, you can go on my TikTok stream, okay? My nickname is exactly the same, so you're gonna see it. So let me just make you a small, really quick excursus what exactly I'm gonna be telling you guys today. It's gonna be like a short video, short stream. I'm gonna be reading and translating live information about the universe, which is important for humanity actually to know. I'm a bit in TikTok a bit like this, so don't be surprised. Just is the best position right now for me to set my camera, because here I don't have a phone holder, so never mind. So the information is originally given in Russian and I'm going to be translating that into English. It's really important that people know about that, okay? So actually I started already this topic developing on my TikTok, on my YouTube. You can see what is that about how our universe is working, how everything is created and shalala. So that's what I'm going to be sharing with you guys. The main info I'm going to be right now reading is given to us with the Vladimir, the student of the Absolute, and we are part of the International Cosmic Center of Cosmic Connections. Okay, so that's why it's our mission to be given the right information. Hello everyone. So if you're interested in the topic about the universe, how everything is working, it's a unique material actually, stay in. So there's a lot of different fantasies, hypotheses, fairy tales, scary stories about the UFOs, about the aliens, dreams about the colonization of different planets, of the moon, Mars, and it's happening because of the simple reasons, all right? Like people don't know exactly how the universe is built, and they don't know about the laws of the universe, what exactly is happening with us and what's happening with the UFOs and all this stuff. People don't know there's a energy world which is not seen to many people, but to other part of the humanity it is seen, okay? So they don't know why we have anomaly zones in the planet like Bermudas and parallel worlds like Bigfoot or whatever. They don't know about telepathy or energy vision, about the black holes, about Shambala, about why Atlantis died, and why the aliens people search always and try to figure out what's happening about them, why they don't get into close contact with us. And also people don't know the truth about the real powers of the light and the powers of the darkness, which is not esoteric, what is actually going on. These things you can actually know only when you have that vision, when you can see how it works, when you can see with your own energy vision, and I'm gonna be saying how exactly it works and who can do that, okay? So in this info, I'm gonna start giving you that knowledge, how is that all working, and maybe I'm gonna make a series about this kind of topic in several streams. I'm gonna start today. For extra information, you can continue watching my TikTok. I have some videos below as well on YouTube, and the same I have on Facebook as well, of course. So let's see today, maybe like 3 topics. It's gonna be universe and the earthlings, UFOs, and how our creation is working. Hola, hi everyone. I can speak Spanish, I can speak Russian, I can speak English, but today I'm gonna be translating from Russian into English, okay? Later, I'm gonna try to keep the stream on TikTok. Actually, I don't know how it works. I think it's gonna be with the subtitles. Those who understands and who knows, please drop the comment so I can see that, and later you can see with the subtitles. And also on YouTube, there's gonna be another stream saved, and you're gonna be able to see as well with the subtitles and automatic translation. Now it's working actually pretty well because they have their AI, so it should be good. So let's see. We're gonna start right now. That's the information mostly which was gotten in the result of the direct contacts through telepathic communication with the main rulers and curators of our Mother Earth, okay, through the students of the Absolute. Yes, we exist. Yes, we have our center, at least the one I know. It's I'm part of it, and it's located actually in different countries. We have representatives, but I'm sure there should be more of us, so eventually we're gonna connect, I think. So as well, if that topic is something that actually is your interest, you can let me know in the comments and we can eventually unite. So, and this knowledge gonna help us to know the basics, how the great cosmos is built, and to know actually the laws, how it is living with, okay? So this information can be interesting for everyone, for the really bright spectrum of people of our planet, for the ufologists, I don't know, scientists, whomever is interested in the topic. There are no fantasies, no hypotheses, just the truth, which we actually got from where you're gonna guys figure out a bit later. But it's a really important information that every conscious earthling should know. So for thousands of years, people, scientists of the earth, they're trying to get answers to many questions we have, right? How the universe is built, who is ruling the universe, how the human actually appeared here, why Atlantis died, why what is Shambala, right? What is the sun and moon, and is there a life on the Mars, etc. About the UFOs, aliens, black holes, about the soul of a person, about the God the Father, and is there a life after we die, about the telepathy, about the energy vision, about the third eye, if there are parallel worlds, all this stuff that we were talking about, right? And Vanga, Tesla, messing, the powers of lights, powers of the darkness. And now it's the time for us, the earthlings, to know the answers for that and many other questions. And now actually the telepathic communication is more available than we think to the whole universe. Ta-da! It's pretty new, and with other civilizations, right? So it's time to wake up, maybe to see better, dear earthlings, what is exactly going on. And also don't forget to share the knowledge you're getting. This is unique and important information, okay? So now I'm gonna start first with the main terms, the glossary and shalala, the main names of the universal language that we should know and earthlings should know from the intelligent universe that we should get, actually. So the earthlings are also kids of the universe, in the universe of the God, the Father, okay? Our universe, which is pretty intelligent, it has the name as well, in the cosmic language is called Mokayad, and this intelligent can be as well as material, the same, it can be energetic, okay? So as well as the extrasensoric hearing or vision, it can be telepathic connection, telepathic communication, is not hallucinating, is not something about demons and shalala from there. And as well as the extrasensoric vision, it is the third, the fourth, and the fifth eye. You think you have maybe only the third eye? No. Brand new information. We have 5 channels of vision, and the more correct to say it's energy vision, okay? We have 5 channels. I mean, everyone kinda potentially can have it, but there's a certain way, certain rules how to get it, and I'm gonna be telling you about that more. And I think I was telling already about that in one of my previous YouTube videos about that. You can check my YouTube channel, Alona Bestrova, okay? There should be a link over there in my TikTok, about YouTube. You're watching from that channel already. So mother Earth, for example, that means the name of the planet, okay? That's the main term we should know. So our mother Earth has a cosmic name. The correct cosmic name for that is called Mother Tsiurania. That's the cosmic name in the universe of our planet. Who knew that? Drop the comment if you knew that. If you didn't know, like that video right now. It's something new. Our moon that we know here is also mother. It has the name you never maybe heard about. The name of the moon is Mother Zetera. Zetera is a cosmic name as well in the universe. It's known like that in the cosmic language, okay? So we have also levels of cosmos. We have lower cosmos. It's the level of the planets of solar system, of the solar system. It's lower cosmos. Middle cosmos is the level of the planets of its galaxy, okay? It's the middle cosmos. Then there's the upper cosmos, or the higher cosmos. It's the level of the planets which are beyond the exact galaxy, all right? And there's also like outer cosmos, which is beyond everything of that what I mentioned. It's called material of creation. That's something really special, maybe a bit hard to understand. It's going to be a lot of new information, so just try to process bit by bit, okay? So the main rulers of the universe, of the galaxies and the planets. The first one and main one has the name. He's called Prioric Proorzim. Prioric Proorzim is the main beginning of everything, is the body of the universe, is the material of creation, and this is like a pre-father of our God Father, okay? God the Father. And he is actually in its essence like an abstract energy intelligence, abstract energy intelligence or conscious, okay? That's the creator of the everything, the beginning of everything. The next one, second, is the ruler of the universe as well. His name is Dorup Pargag. Dorup Pargag is the sun. It's a creation of Prioric Proorzim. Okay? And this essence basically is energy intelligence or energy conscious. Okay? God the Father. It's the ruler, all-knowing, almighty, and has all the power. It's the main essence of the universe. It's body of the universe and its intelligence or conscious as well, okay? It's the greatest intelligence, and it represents the energy intelligence. It's energy intelligence in its essence. The fourth one is the intelligence, which is like a part of the brain of the great God, the Father. It's called archi-intelligence. It's the part of the brain of the God Father, okay? God the Father. The fifth one that we know is Jesus Christ. Is the Son of the God the Father. Right now, he is our planetary God of the Mother Earth, and the level of the Jesus Christ is superior intelligent. We're gonna talk also about the levels of intelligence, okay? Of intelligence. He is the main ruler of the earth, of the gods. There are other ones. Spoiler, there are other ones. They are here, they are present, they are responsible for their land. But the main one right now is assigned Jesus Christ. Just for you to know. Alright? Okay. In the whole universe, we have 7 levels of intelligence. The main ones should be like, the first one is like, we are intelligent here, okay? We are not monkeys yet, thank God. We are intelligent, but guess what? We are not the most intelligent, of course. So, first level of the 7 is the higher intelligence. Second one is the superior intelligence. And the third one is archi-intelligence. Like, I normally say these 3 so people can kind of understand, because actually with our intelligence it's almost impossible to even imagine how high that intelligence is. We think that might be there something more intelligent. Yes, there is. We think that we are only one intelligent beings in the world. No. In the universe, no. There are more. So, I just said the main 3. There's 4 more. The fourth one is called like superior archi-intelligent. The fifth one is neutral intelligence. The sixth one is energy intelligence. And the seventh one is abstract energy intelligence. That's a lot of information to remember. Just imagine that exists, okay? Just for general knowledge, it's here right now. I'm just saying right now for the moment the main terms, so we kind of can understand what I'm going to be telling you further. So absolute, we maybe know this word about it's something there somehow in the cosmos. We don't understand exactly what is that. The fact is that this is a collegial ruling organ of the universe. That's the greatest ruler of the universe. It's like a collegium over there, okay? It's like that. It's the ruler of the universe as well. The next term we should know is ZXY, other lives. That's the correct way in the cosmic language to call aliens and representatives of other civilizations. ZXY, other lives. They are called other lives. ZXY exactly meaning that they are extraterrestrial, they are alien. Okay? The next one is really important name that basically not so many people on the earth know it. It's the name Hach. Hach is the archi-intelligent ruler and the planetary god of the moon, of the Zetera, okay? And he's the guide of the students of the Absolute. Who are the students of Absolute? It's us. It's the ones who are having the activated antenna, just a spoiler as well about this, who are helping here with the reasons of purifying whatever we can, the planet, the people, the animals, the places, getting out all the negative energy from here, giving protection, and also having ability to see many things with the 5 channels of vision. Not everyone has it right away, but it's possible that every earthling who wants to do that, they can have it. There's a way how to do that. You can ask me directly. And as well, we have ability to pass through our body to conduct the energies of light from cosmos to the earth. We are like physical natural conductors, and we are transmitting all that energy through our body as well. Besides the energy of light is the energy of healing. So high hands, we can heal and help if you need that. And if you also want to do that, ask me how. I will let you know. And more information as well on my YouTube channel in the video about that. You will see. So just the small spoiler I gave you. So that's the students of the Absolute, and we are being here curated. We are being here guided by whom? By Hutch, by Archi-Intelligent Ruler of the Moon of Zetera. Okay. Shambala. Who heard that word? What is Shambala? In Cosmos, there's a name of Shambala as well. It's called Shandanakat. Shambala or Shandanakat, it's the place on the planet Earth. Its main center is located in the mountains of Tibet. Like pretty obvious, right? If you ever heard about it, it's there. That's the right information. What is our aura? Aura, everyone has it. It's the colorful, energetic, protecting field of every human, okay? And the unique thing about it, the colors of the aura, we have only here on Earth. It's a unique, specific characteristics we have on Earth. Like other planets, they don't have it. Other creatures, they don't have it. Next one important term is a bank of information of Mother Earth. We have that. You can call it the how is that name of that thing? It's really popular, that term. They say it in the Akashi, Chronics of Akashi. It's the same basically. It's the bank of information on Mother Earth, which is the energy intelligent matter. It's a level of existence of the past, of this minute, this second, present, and the future in the constant. That's the proper way to say that, okay? We're gonna talk about that later in the future videos on my YouTube channel, but now it's just like a short spoiler about that. The book of life of the human. Every human has book of life and the book of destiny. I don't remember if I already uploaded the video about that, because I'm editing one more right now. I don't remember if I said it in the video I already uploaded on my YouTube, or I'm still working on that, but let me say about that. So every human has energetically here and here the book of life and book of destiny. They are in your solar plexus, okay? So book of life is the energetical intelligent matter. Let's say it like that. It's carrying all the information about its owner, about the human, about this person, from the moment that he is born until he dies. Okay, it's our draft, basically. Not draft, well, no, it's the book where actually we write information about us during our life every single action we do goes there. The book of life, that's maybe like a draft. It's like something that we have from our past for this life as a plan. All the karma you will have during this life, which should be fulfilled, and some actions as well from, or maybe some specifics of your personality from the past lives. It's in your book of destiny or book of fate, doesn't really matter. The main point is the same, and both books are located here energetically. Those who can see energetically, you can maybe see that, and you will be like, what is that? And yeah, it's here, and one is the horizontally, one more is vertically, so they're laying on each other, and one is moving the pages like that, another one like this. Okay, just for your general knowledge, really quick. And here we go as well, the next term that we all heard about. But what is the karma? What is that karma that everyone is talking about? Karma is a responsibility of the earthly part of the soul of the human for the mistakes in this and in the past life or lives, right? What is the thought? We have thoughts, right? So what is this in its essence? It's energy, abstract, conscious or intelligence, which has actually a strong energy field. You didn't expect that, right? But it has even the edges really defined. The thought has something, has matter, the energetic field, okay? So you should be really careful with your thoughts. Really careful, because it's actually materializing something over there. Our conscious is energetically intelligent center, which is perceiving any information with translating it into the language which is understandable for our acceptance individually. Every individual understands it, okay? Like this. It's our conscious. What is our subconscious? Our subconscious, it's a capsula which is collecting all the information, which is as well energetically intelligent matter. It's collecting all the info over there that's in that capsula, and it has the ability to work in the level which is like really higher than our like limited perception by the individuals of any information. It's a bit complicated, I know. I'm trying to make it more simple as I can. Just hear that out. It's gonna stick maybe somewhere over there in your mind, and we're gonna develop that later, how it exactly works. But yeah, it's about any information is collecting it over there in our subconscious. Next thing, really important term as well that exists is teteia. Teteia is the world of energy lives around all the Mother Earth. All teteia and life of teteia has intelligence. Okay? Teteia is energy lives around Mother Earth. The next one, there is also life on Mother Earth, like exactly alike looking, like 2 drops of water to the earth life, but it's not material. It's from the ether, okay? It's called odon. Odon. It's from ether. And the events over there are exactly the same with the material earthly events. All right. Next one. What is the soul of the person? The soul of the person is the energy form. It is living in our heart or heart bag next to it, to our heart. That's why it hurts here in our heart, because our soul is hanging here, you know, all our life. It has parts. It has earthly part and the cosmic part, just for you to know, and we're gonna talk about it a bit later. We're gonna develop the topic about how exactly the soul is built, but I just tell you the spoiler again. It has the earthly part that Mother Earth gives when, how is that called? When the mother and father cells are connecting, and also the cosmic part. It gives the big cosmos, and the God, the Father, he gives as well the cosmic part. So they connect in that fusion, which can be called the soul. And the earthly part, it can disappear eventually. The cosmic part, it doesn't basically disappear. There's only one condition when the cosmic part of the soul can be actually also gone, can be destroyed. And I said about that in one of my TikTok videos as well. I don't remember if I already uploaded that in my shorts on YouTube, on Instagram and Facebook, probably yes, but TikTok for sure. You can guys watch that later. I said when, in what condition already our soul can be destroyed. That's also really important to know in the future, okay? That all actually determines our existence of the soul of each one of us, and it's really important to know it. How exactly we live, that can actually provoke that. The soul is basically immortal, but there's one condition. Which one? You can know in my TikTok video. It's not so far away, you can find it easily. So the next topic we're gonna discuss is the truth about telepathy and energy vision. Okay, so how exactly is happening the receiving and transmitting the information of all information in all the universe, and to as well to the earthlings, to us? So that's extrasensoric vision, or it's called correctly telepathy, telepathic connection, or energy vision. But this one specifically, the extrasensoric hearing, is telepathy, okay? Not hallucinating, not something from the demons. Sometimes people might think that. And the main point for all the earthlings, they should understand what is the telepathy and energy vision, the third, the fourth, and the fifth eye, and who exactly can have these abilities, and the higher powers of the universe can open that for whom and for what. You will understand, and all the doubts and maybe not trusting will go away. So all the earthlings should know this truth. The universe, all the universe is communicating between themselves, between the earthlings, only through the telepathy and energy vision. Okay? Even monkeys, even dolphins, elephants, all the other animals on our planet as well, they are the same, communicating through telepathy. Ta-da! And plus, the animals also have opened their third eye and the fourth eye, their energy vision. That's why dogs, cats, dolphins, sometimes they look something, like that. That's proven it. And also the animals, they are reading the information from the informational bank of the earth when there's something really dangerous coming, like catastrophes. They get it from there, from our general informational field, right? This is the informational bank of our planet, and they try to leave the place. That's how it works. That's the mystery, how animals always know these instincts and shalala, how they feel that something bad is coming. Because they have as well the telepathy. Did you know about that? They have energy vision, maybe that you know, because they can see ghosts and stuff, right? That maybe you saw somehow already on the internet or TV shows or whatever. And the mystery is as well that they can actually get information also from the bank of information of the planet, of the Mother Earth, as well as people, actually. All the inspiration you get and shalala, that comes from where? We're gonna talk about that further. So the main point that we need to understand right now and know it, all the civilizations and the main rulers of the universe, because of the huge cosmic distances between the planets and the galaxies, they communicate through telepathy. That's the most rational thing to do and the most intelligent thing to do. Not with the radio telescopes or other kinds of communication cannot be used for communicating between the intelligent civilizations and the main rulers of the universe. That's too big distance, too far, okay? So telepathically, you can talk with any planet, with other beings of the universe which are living somewhere else in any point of the cosmos. And the telepathic connection, communication, it doesn't have limits. It's speed like a moment. It's going to any spot of the cosmos, to any distance, and thousands and millions of the light years, okay? But telepathy cannot be opened fully as it's supposed to be opened. We cannot do it by our own. We cannot. Like, you cannot just decide, like, yourself, I'm gonna open my telepathy fully. It's impossible without energetic transformation of the human brain. That's what we need to understand, okay? So in order to have the real fully open telepathy, the brain should pass through energy transformation of the brain, and physically a bit too, with the help of who? With the help of the higher powers of the universe. And it's a must as well with the will of the God the Father. Remember, He's almighty and He is all-knowing. Whatever religion you're at, He's like that. Doesn't matter, for real. He is like that. That's why it should be His will. So, those who are trying to open the telepathy without permission, even more for money, maybe you heard about that, normally they do it with the help of the whom you think it might be, with the powers of the darkness. Yes, they are also hanging with us here. They exist, and that's what we're also actually dealing with every day. And after that, humans, people, they just go actually crazy. They are suffering a lot, and for long. They can, you think that people who are in the actually psychiatric asylum, they're crazy, but who knows what exactly happened to them. But they can be for long suffering and listening to the, I don't know, cursing of something and nonsense of the dark entities 24/7. They just cannot handle that. Their psyche cannot handle that. They are not ready. Their brain is not transformed to perceive sometimes this knowledge, these visions, the creatures they maybe never saw or didn't expect to see, or they just cannot process. Their mind is not ready, okay? That's how they can go to psychiatric asylum, and that's why it's really good thing to first think through if you want to go this path for money or without permission or without knowing how exactly to do that, without going that path, not having the will of the God the Father, okay? The truth is that telepathy can be only open to people with the pure soul. So obvious, right? With the pure and really good intentions for really helping to people, to Mother Earth. That's the only reason why the telepathy could be open. I bet you didn't know that. So don't trust nobody who is promising you to open the telepathy, the third eye, energy vision, and also for money. 1, that's a lie. 2, that's a nonsense. Okay? 3 is just getting money out of you. Just try to understand and remember that telepathy, the third, the fourth, the fifth eye, will open only the higher powers of the universe, and only if it's the will, if it's according to the will of the God the Father. And it's completely free. Can you imagine that shit? Sorry. So for those who actually really wanna open the telepathy and the third, fourth, and the fifth eye, the energy vision, you should have the next following criterias. You should have the cosmic energy potential, which can be defined by any student of the Absolute. For example, it's me or my friends or other people from our group or from our center or other centers that we're gonna eventually find and connect with. But for now, if you see me, you can ask me. I can check it like within 1 minute, okay? It should have cosmic energies. We have our energy channel, every one of us. We have chakras and shalala. You always heard that, right? So you have there more cosmic energies in you. That's your cosmic energy potential. How to define that? Ask me how. Second thing, we need to actually change our thinking and the way we see the life and the world. That's also the criteria how you could actually also open that and really believing and trusting the higher powers of the universe, which eventually we start working with. We start seeing them. Okay? So if you have doubts and you are not believing in anything, that will be a bit hard, because you are literally blocking yourself with your possible vision, with your possible telepathy, because you personally put the wall in front of you like that. You're not gonna see it because you don't allow yourself to even think about it, that it's possible, okay? The next criteria is also really good, and if you can do that, you can do that. Is also like part of purification. You can read prayers, any prayers of your religion or whatever, and to be thanking the higher powers for every day we live. Simple. This existence is amazing, actually. We don't value maybe every day forgetting in our troubles and our problems and whatever negative things happens, but we are here, right? We are breathing here every single day. We have somehow this phone, this even internet to be watching this stream, right? So that means we have even conditions, good conditions to live and exist. So it's even these are small reasons to be happy about every day. We live, we eat, we have a roof above our head. That's already something to be grateful about. We can see beauty of the nature every day. We can see beautiful creatures around us every day. So every day we can find something to be grateful to this life about, right? The fourth thing is not to do bad things, bad actions, something really horrible. Is also the criteria how you can actually be granted to have a chance to be opening the vision, the telepathy, not murdering. That's really common in our world. Unfortunately, we still didn't change the world, but we are on the way to make it better. So that's one of the criteria. You know, we kind of need to evolve, people. We need to evolve. If we still kind of killing each other, we are not helping here, you know? Doesn't help here at all. Not to be greedy, not to be envying, not to be cursing nobody, not to be wishing bad to others. That's important. That's really important to keep your soul in the purity. If you stay away from that actions, yes, if you did that, ask for forgiveness from the God, from whomever you can, from the higher powers of the light. Eventually you will purify, okay? If you were wishing something bad, someone else to die or whatever, the illness, don't do it. Just quit that and stop doing it. Eventually you will purify from that, okay? You can recover. You have a chance to recover. So as well, we shouldn't be doing dark things, dark magic. Don't do weird stuff connected to dark magic. Don't do predictions with the tarot, I don't know, coffee beans, whatever you can. No, with runas. No, we don't do that. We should be actually creating more good things in life. We should be doing more good actions and to be goaling to be there with the light and with the good, okay? That's also one important criteria. And I need to connect right now my charger, if you don't mind. So just right now, being honest to yourself and thinking about all that, like put the like to that stream and to that video, who actually is trying to do that every day? Be honest with yourself. Just tell me, who of you is doing that? Hit the like button if you do that right now. I will see how many of you are really trying to do the best every day out of yourself. It's for real important, you know? If you just want to have something like that, it's a great power, you know? To have vision, to have energy vision. Maybe some of you actually have it, because we are also granted that, some of us. I will say about that further as well. But it's a really great power. It's a really big power. And as we knew from the Spider-Man, right? With the great power comes the great responsibilities. To use that, to have it fully open and fully giving us something like really good, we need to be like corresponding to that, right? To that kind of things even to appear in our life. It's important. So our soul should be pure, remember? As well, actually, maybe it's weird, but consuming alcohol, consuming drugs, smoking something weird, all that psychotropic things which are affecting our conscious, it's also affecting our vision, our perception of things. It's better to avoid it. If you want to have clear mind, clear receiving of the information, everything is possible. You need to stay away from that, for real. The most sober receiving of information, of any information, is that way. Just stay away at least for these chemicals which are affecting your clear mind and your clear perception of things, okay? Well, and just trying to have mostly pure thoughts and kind thoughts. We are not lying to no one, to nothing but ourselves, you know? We can lie to all the people in the world. But you know what? I will tell you one thing. We are constantly being seen and constantly being heard. Ta-da, again. So everything you even think also is registered. Remember the book of life and the book of the destiny? That works as well over there, especially if you say it. So first you think, you remember, right? That the thought is also having sort of a matter, it's having the energy field. So when you say it, you even materialize it more. And if you do the action, that's it, forget it. It's already a material thing existing here in the world. All right, so that's why we should have also for that, in order to get these channels of vision and the telepathy developed in us and granted the permission for that, we should be goaling to be having our thoughts clean and kind to us, to surrounding, to the planet, to the nature, to everything here of Earthlings, okay? So that's important. And following these simple 5 rules, only then we can ask the higher powers about asking about opening the telepathy and the energy vision. So it's not maybe that easy as it seems and wants by us, but just make your own conclusions about it and think it all through, okay? So these gifts of the gods are given for real to the people who are worthy. That's the thing. And also these kind of abilities can appear by people who experienced and passed through the clinical death, but not always, and not everyone. Or sometimes they can be passed in a genealogical line from their relatives, okay? The top of the telepathic contact is the direct connection with the rulers of the universe, with the God the Father, the greatest God the Father. That's the top of the telepathic contact. That kind of a connection is open like to really rare and selected contactors, the people who are the contactors. You need to really try good to be that. You really need to deserve that kind of. You need to be worthy for that, for real. You need to prove yourself, and not to someone else in the world, to yourself and to the higher powers, because everything is being seen, registered, fixed, put into your book of life. So now for 100% we can tell and open the mystery how all the famous people like Jesus Christ, different prophets, and those who predict the future like Nostradamus, Edgar Casey, the Bulgarian, she's from Bulgaria, right? Vanga, like Wolf Messing, Rasputin, like all those scientists, creators like Mendeleev, Nikola Tesla, Da Vinci, the poets like, I don't know, like Pushkin, Lermontov, Yesenin. I'm Russian, so I'm saying about them. Musicians like Bach, Mozart, Beethoven, they were specially open by the higher powers of the universe, and they were perceiving the information only through the telepathic connection and energy vision, okay? No one of them actually knew what is the telepathy, but they were doing that, and they even didn't know how and from where the information is going. I can tell from myself, before I was actually open through the with the cosmos, with the antenna and everything. Before that, I was like somehow having here and there some things about me, and I didn't know how they worked. Like, for example, I'm a musician and singer. I write my songs like that. I was actually in the radio station of Mexico and 12 more countries, and they were asking me how exactly you write your songs, and I was saying like, I don't know, they just come to me. That's how they come to me. I also get the information telepathically, and I never knew about it. Now I understand how I do that. So also musicians and people who like create something out of nowhere, out of space, that's how we do that. We have this knowledge coming from our informational bank of the earth, sometimes of the universe as well. There's that bank of information too from the universe. So this is really a gift from the higher powers of the universe, and a gift from the God the Father for the chosen ones, for the people who like receive that for, how to say that, like observation of existence, for creation, for the good of humanity, and also helping the Mother Earth here, right? Not for destroying, not for like getting rid of the humans on our planet, not for that. That's a gift. Every single one of you who is creative and you have this kind of gifts, maybe in art, in the painting, like in the, I don't know, creating something new, that's a gift we get to be applying it here for the good of us, for the humanity, and for the Mother Earth. So, you know, until that point maybe you didn't know, but it's time for you to know. Time to apply it. What do we have here? Hold on a second. Ta-da! Okay, so it's time to apply this gift. If you didn't have a sign before, and you don't know, like, I understand, I'm a creative person as well, like, it's hard to apply it, you don't know, you procrastinate, and you need a sign, that's your sign. Go and apply your gift for something good, for humanity and for Mother Earth. That's why you were born, you know, that's why you have these kind of skills, because you have these kind of chances to maybe open as well the telepathy and energy vision, you know. So that's how it works. Only like Nostradamus, he was reading the information, getting the information from the info field of the universe and bank of the Mother Earth. But Vanga, Tesla, Messing, Casey, they only were reading the information from the Mother Earth. It's like they say, like, oh, the muse came to me, visited me, or inspiration. That's it. That's the telepathic reading of the information. That's the main mystery maybe you didn't know about. So, and the energy vision is the opening of the third, the fourth, and the fifth eye. So, we knew that. We learned right now that our extrasensoric vision is called energy vision. That's the proper way to call it, okay? So all the earthlings we see with that, we use our normal vision. But besides that, besides the normal vision, there is energy vision. The third eye, many people heard about it. But what is the fourth and the fifth eye? Not so many know about that, you know? So that vision is given not to everyone, only to the really chosen ones, to chosen people who have the pure soul and the pure thoughts. You cannot lie again to yourself. So, pure thoughts and the pure soul. To see with the third, the fourth, and the fifth eye, you can see what exactly? The aura and the soul of the human. Also, the inner organs of humans and some energy forms of energy life. Who are they? They are souls of the people who died, sometimes animals. And this is within the Mother Earth energies, okay? So seeing the energy world in its basics, the way it is, okay? And also seeing, attention now, the aliens in the form they are only with the fifth vision. That's high level. To see the aliens with your other vision is the fifth vision. That's high top level as well. So the news that you maybe didn't know before, energy world is always with us. They're everywhere. Some of you can see that. That's also one of the signs that you might be potential student of the absolute. Let me know if you have something like that. I saw souls of people since I was small. I never kind of paid attention much, but I was like, okay, I can see that, and I didn't know why. Now I know why. That's why. Because we are here for some reason, right? And like I said before, these kind of skills we get for a reason. And if you had that before somehow happening to you, something similar, or maybe good developed intuition, you kind of predict things maybe through your dreams or whatever, that's why. Because it's given to you for a reason. That means you have a mission here, so hold on. And to open the vision with the third eye, actually, the energetic potential inside of our skull, inside of our brain, should be changed for 25%. Only the higher powers of the universe are doing that. To open the fourth vision, we need to change the energy potential in the brain substance not less than for 50%. Okay? The works for doing that are done really slowly, really carefully. Sometimes it's like 10 years. Sometimes it's more. It's taking years, okay? So in order you don't harm the psyche of the humans. Remember the guys who are going to the psychiatric asylums, who see the things which they are not supposed to handle even because they're not ready? Those guys, they didn't pass through the transformation. And for the fifth vision, we need to change the energetic potential in the brain matter for the 100%. So that will give you the vision of all the cosmic energetic representatives. Okay, surprise, guys. And also seeing the life in the universe in a distance and in their natural form, and energy lives of the ZXY, right? You remember I told you what is that? Those are aliens. Only that's how. Some of them are energetic. Not everything is physical. That's also brand news today. So the opening, sometimes it takes like in total, let's say it takes like 10 years. The main first primary transformation, well, you begin with 3 months. How to do that? Ask me again. You don't know yet. If you need to know how, ask me how. It takes the 3 months, the first one. After that, you can start working a bit with people and help and shalala. But the main primary one is taking 1 year minimum. The primary changes will be within 1 year. Okay, so it's not like, oh, there is those cosmic energetic guys in the groups and whatever, they travel the world for God knows what, go to the whatever places of the planet, and they open you for 2 months or 1 month. Like, what? They gonna end up for real somewhere in the psychiatric. So without the help of the higher powers of the universe, nobody, and never by their own, not gonna even have a power and right to open the third eye. Okay, so don't listen to nobody, don't trust nobody. Those who are promising you and giving you advices for opening the third eye in the telepathy and internet, that's just a lie, and they're just trying to get money out of you, from you folks. So remember, all these abilities are being given completely for free. Completely for free. By the will of the God, the Father, there's certain check should be done before you are given, you are granted that chance to be opening that abilities in you. And only to the people with the pure soul, with the pure thoughts, with the belief, with the faith into the higher powers of the universe. All this information was accepted through the telepathic connections of the main rulers of the universe and the guides for the Mother Earth. So that's a lot of information, a lot of new information. I know it's unique and useful, and you can pass it to other people now. Like, you can do that freely. Share with your friends if you are interested in that topic. Say if you like to discuss that now, you can tell them something you didn't know about. And the other information I wanted to also share with you is exactly how our universe is built. Once I was uploading the video about that on my TikTok. Also, you can scroll not so far away, you can find over there like spiral picture and read about that over there. I don't remember if I put it in English. I will check. If I didn't, I will upload it in English as well, because I was translating. It's like a lot of work, you know, guys, for free. I need to do to translate this information from well, I have it in Russian, so I need to give it to you in English. And I mean, I speak Spanish, okay? Not maybe super perfectly, but maybe in the future we're gonna be able to give it in Spanish as well. We are growing still with that. We need time. So, but this information is about the 9 spirals of intelligence in the universe. There are 9 spirals of intelligence of the universe, okay? And every conscious person should know that. Do scientists know about that? Probably not. And also, representatives of different religions of Mother Earth, they should know it as well. it's a unique and important information. Okay, so it's information for all of us, for all the earthlings here. So it's time to wake up, guys, and watch with your eyes. So this world around us is really, how to say that, like multi-layered and multi-dimensional, for real. What is exactly the intelligence? Who knows? Who knows what is intelligence, actually? So basically, intelligence is the ability of one individual person, of the individuum, like in the moment, perceive and understand certain amount of the knowledge, right? And also maybe creatively process it somehow, like digest it, understand and make it part of your life, and use it for the good of the certain surrounding, and also kind of seeing the consequences from that learning of that information, right? That's like we can determine the intelligence, the conscious of ours as well. So let's start from the end. Why from the end? The end is not us of the intelligence, okay? Not us. So don't be so sad before before I say anything. We are not the last chain over there. But it's better for real to start from the life in our planet, so we understand better. Human, the one who lives here on the earth, is a intelligent creature, right? With a really wide circle of thinking, and it's like really simplified option of understanding what the intelligence is. So we humans, we live here on Mother Earth, but we are not alone, not the only intelligent things here. The spiral of intelligence is made that certain way so that any intelligence was having next to us intelligences of the higher level. For what? For passing the experience to us, and also for affecting our physical essence with the purpose of like a challenge to always kind of be growing and increasing our intelligence. Okay, so we have billions of years of the experience of life, who brought to the highest intelligence of many beings of the planets of the universe. And we are basically here like kids in the age and in the intelligence as well. We cannot be considered like the lowest order of intelligence. No. We are not aligned with the humans, with the animals who have also intelligence. Our intelligence is pretty high, okay? Our problem and the main bad thing is that we actually were conserving our own abilities for increasing by our own will our intelligence, okay? So the intelligence of the lowest order is located in the spiral of the mixed intelligence, okay? And our spiral of intelligence is 9 spiral of intelligence is having over there superior intelligent planets, higher intelligent planets, and archi-intelligent planets, but for the 8th spiral of intelligence. Okay, so the location of the other intelligences is like that. It works like that. So every star system is surrounded by the higher intelligence, like kind of creating the protection fields, you know, for living beings in that star system. Do I make myself more or less clear? So the universe is created with the great cosmic intelligence, okay, which is in the moment of creation was in a point. We know that. In a point, it's like a small, like a clot of the intelligence and energy, like with the power like of billions and billions of strength, whatever. It's concentrated in one point with the pressure. We cannot even imagine that. Don't just try imagine that. It's impossible. And then it was a blast, right? So this, in that moment, that point, it opened and spread all the energy in the spiral. Now, starting from the small diameter, like, and going bigger and bigger and bigger, and then it was again locked in one spot of the spiral. It's like general spiral, whereas one spin is going to another, somehow like that. It's like chained, okay? So we can imagine that with the, I don't know, the metal string which is in the spiral, but it doesn't have the beginning or end. It's like really trivial to say that, but more or less to understand, okay? Now, we can imagine from that metal string, there goes energy to all the sides. And this energy going from one part of the spiral to another, it makes the whole big, all over the universe, something. And this energy is not going only like in the line. It's like, it's having volume like a ball, okay? Like that. So these spirals are the spirals of intelligence. And the higher is the intelligence, it is closer to that beginning point. It's more like small over there, right? To the basic center of the universe, to the first spiral. The higher intelligence, the closer it is there. The star systems, it's like the term really basically existing on Earth. And it's a bit wrong. There is like no chance or ability or even necessity to be classifying planets in the stars systems. We just checked somehow how the systems of intelligence are located in the cosmos. Now let's see more in details what is that, the spirals and systems of the intelligence, okay? The first spiral, remember from the first beginning point, is the first layer. That's the universal intelligence. It's like some clots of the thoughts, of the feelings, of the intelligence of all times, basically, which is enriched with all the experience, which can be creating things and mastering everything that is existing in the universe. In one word, the universal intelligence is the top of all the knowledge, all the abilities, all the possibilities, okay? That's the first one. The second spiral of the intelligence is like a wisdom. Intelligence, it's like the solutions, the decisions of any questions of any planets in any aspect, it doesn't go without being discussed and agreed with the wisdom intelligence. And the decisions are final in any case from them, with the small exceptions sometimes, when there should be like special decision of the collegium of the gods. But it's really small chances for that exceptions. It's like the question of existence or not existence of certain planets and the beings which are living over there. All right. So the next like forwarding channel, like it's a center connected to the next second spiral, is the superior intelligent life. It's purely energetical life. Superior intelligence is always energetic life. There is no physical, okay? Those beings who live there in that spiral of intelligence, they have the intelligence, just imagine that, which is 1/10 part smaller than the universal intelligence. Those are amazing creatures, super kind, with a super soft soul, if you can say about them like that. They are really caring about like to each other and to the beings from all other types of intelligence in the universe. In that spiral, they have 12 planetary systems. Each of them has from 8 to 21 planets. And each planet has its factors of existence. Let's say like physical conditions. But they are united with the same thing, is the superior intelligent life. That's the second spiral. Next one is the third spiral of intelligence. It has a name like inspiring intelligence. The main tasks and goals of that intelligence is receiving reports about the results of control from the beings who live in the fourth spiral of intelligence. And they take actions, moral kind of actions, we could say, sending like controlled object their massive doses of energy thoughts, which are kind of provoking like awakening of intelligence of the objects which are they're working with, and they take control of. Okay, a bit complicated, I know. That's how it works, unfortunately. So that third spin of that spiral has intelligence which is 1/10 less developed than the superior intelligent. So this system of the intelligence is a bit different from the previous one. They have the really high intelligence, but they are like tending to make like self-analysis, which is sometimes finished with the deviating from the universal laws. Could you imagine that? So these beings from these planets, getting into the contact with the earthlings, they can bring to our brain structures, knowledge, which are not exactly responding to the reality of the cosmos. All right, this is the specific thing about the third spiral of the intelligence. Like they are a bit like a bit negative part of them is the will to give the knowledge about the universe being tilted. Like they give the a bit twisted information, and the universal intelligence doesn't even try to put them into the right path. So because they are like being interesting in their interpretation of the universal knowledge, and for the universal intelligence, they are like interesting object for research and observation. In this spiral of the intelligence, they have 9 star systems, which each of them, they have 9 planets each. That was the third spiral of the intelligence. Next one is the fourth spiral of intelligence, and it has the name controlling intelligence. They have the responsibility to control all the parameters of the life and activity of all the below located intelligences and the planets and all the beings which are living on them. So the fourth spiral, it has really interesting specifications of them. The beings of the planet living in that system of intelligence, they are 2 times less intelligent than the beings from the third spiral, right? So, but their world is really interesting with the diversity. In that system, they have planets of the different physical condition, of the like physical form, conditions where they live, and also different spiritual abilities. So among them, you can find the planets as well, with the beings which are really peaceful, and also planets aggressors towards all the rest beings of the universe. Ta-da! But there's like one certain pattern. The messages, the beings of all the basically systems of the intelligence can be directed towards only the direction from themselves to the edge of the spiral of the intelligence where they are located, like that. Okay, so like to the next laying to them as well, they have a right to make like their influence on them and control that systems of intelligence by the universal intelligence. It's a bit complicated to explain for real. So the beings of that fourth spiral of the intelligence, we will be talking about them later. For Earthlings, they are like presenting the special interest. The great cosmos is saying about them like about the middle cosmos. Remember, there's like lower, middle, higher. So the beings of the fourth spiral of intelligence, they actually like to get to the contact with Earthlings, depending from that which planet of the representatives has been delegated for the contact. The people are getting information from the light, optimistic kind of character and spectrum, or really heavy and negative and like, I don't know, bringing down and pressing the psyche of the Earthling information with the person who is getting the contact with them. That's why those contacts are being like that. Some of them are super optimistic, some of them are super negative, right? So in that system, in the fourth spiral of intelligence, they have 24 planetary systems, and each planet system has from 21 to 40 planets. The next one is the fifth spiral of the intelligence. It's located also like in all the lower standing spirals of intelligence, and it has the name coagulational intelligence. Coagulational, which means the ability to actually interact and contact any intelligence, accepting like good bringing action in their development. So the fifth system of the intelligence is really close to the Earth form in the appearance, but not in the physical kind of data, not in their intellectual development. So beings of the fifth planet of intelligence, they have conscious, which is 4 times lower than the 4th system of intelligence. In that meaning, we can already call them the beings with the middle level of the intelligence development. But we don't need to mix the middle cosmos with the beings of the 5th system of intelligence. They are like completely different terms. So the beings of the system of intelligence, they are having diversity of their feelings, of their thoughts, of their actions, and they're actually reminding the beings on the earth. But because they have pretty good level of the development of their intelligence, they have how to say that, they are like a bit more progressive, and they have like more good stuff over there. So they have more perfect technology, like techniques. They have different how to say that, like pearls of the knowledge of many generations of beings of the planets, which are on the 6th, on the 7th, on the 8th, on the 9th spirals of intelligence. They just have that, they just keep them over there, and they gather the intelligence from all the planets, basically the representatives of which they go like beyond their system of intelligence. These creatures are really having the big diversity of their spirituality, and they can be almost perfect in relation with the other representatives with the in the universe, basically, right? But as well, that's really weird, but they can be perverted towards other representatives in the universe as well. And the main advisor they have, that spiral of intelligence, it's like the main acting representative from every of those planets, which being in the groups on that spiral of intelligence. It's complicated, I know, but it's really complicated for us because we are not that intelligent. So, but these planets are many. And the planetary systems, they have only 7. And the ones that in that number, depending from the conditions of their life, they are from 22 to 80 planets. With the Earthlings, they make the contacts really often. And really rarely, much more rarely, they bring to the human intelligence something really cosmic. Mostly they just make the cosmic truth more blend with the fantasies, their own creating of their thoughts, and they just create whatever, and they twist the truth that exists. That's why many contactors from the earth, they have different information, because these guys are affecting the information we receive, but they love contact with us. And that's because the level of the connection with the great cosmic intelligence from them is like really higher than the earthling have. So we actually getting the contact with them, maybe not so often like the cosmic intelligence, but it has the good results eventually, because most of them they're like 100 in the 24th level more intelligent than individuals which are ready for accepting the information from the universal intelligent than from the earthlings. They're super intelligent, that's why. So the 6th spiral of intelligence is just something amazing and great from the life lives from the past beings of the earth. They have the non-body form of existence. They have no physical body shape. They are energy form. It's a sixth spiral of intelligence. This intelligence has name like recovering, and the sphere of its activity is protection of the earthlings, and they give the first help, recovering of the bodies and the soul intelligence. They recover our soul, okay? And this intelligence is mostly spread partially spread actually in the ninth spiral of the intelligence, and mostly beyond the ninth spiral of intelligence, like in a huge distance from the earth. It doesn't look like a belt or something which be in a circle around there, like other intelligences represent. More, it's like a colony of the planets where they have a certain great job to make the intelligence of the souls higher and more pure. They transform their further activity. We don't have to believe the stories that the soul actually is choosing the further life of the existence of the soul. We don't choose. For everything there's a for real the will of the God, our great God. So, and fulfillment of this will is doing the absolute. So it's really interesting and not usual object for studies for the universal intelligence. And by fact, the beings of these planets, they are not like exactly beings, and they're like creatures like which are in the higher levels. They represent almost like a earth society. Just the thing is that they have no bodies. They don't have a body. They are bodiless. They are just energy form. So they do spend the rest of their like second life, not all of it here. They mostly live in the like local planets temporarily. Some of them are being removed from there by the permission from the universal intelligence, to the fifth line, to the fifth system of intelligence. Some of them are coming back for being put back for the reincarnation to other physical bodies of earthlings. And some of them, when they deserve from the God, the greater God, they're like, how to say that? They deserve that. They transcend. They go higher to the levels of the serving of the God, of the God. They really should try hard for that. There are many options actually, but all the planets of the sixth system of the intelligence, they have spirits, which we call here the souls of those who died. There are no beings from other spirals of the intelligence. In that system, they have 12 planetary systems, and each one of them has the number of planets 24 in each. Okay, the seventh spiral of intelligence, it's having a name of the protecting intelligence. That's the meaning of its existence and its mission. It's like they fulfill it by the will of the absolute. In the seventh spin of the spiral, these beings over there, that intelligence, they're really interesting as well for the cosmos, because they have the volume of the intelligence much bigger than us, the earthlings, 24,000 times more intelligent than us. But you know what? They are more boring than us. Why? Because they are actually lazy with their soul. They are almost all the time sleepy. Weird, right? And they are like really slow in their communication, in the conversation with them. They're like really boring and uninteresting. They're like just closed in their system of intelligence, and they don't even try, and not even having the intentions or goals to know some other lives which are higher standing or lower standing planets, from other levels of the intelligence. They as well don't have the material kind of body. It's a matter, to be exact, they are like half clear. In one word, they just actually don't even want to go higher with their thoughts, and they are pieces of plasma, basically, like clots of the plasma, but they are like really tightly concentrated with their intelligence, and almost all the time they are in the condition of sitting or of laying, always sleeping and half sleeping. And actually they can pass through themselves, the human souls, without even asking what is that. They're just gonna be looking at them like, what, something passed through me, I don't care, okay. And it's like a life barrier for many aggressors from the higher levels of the systems of the intelligence. They can be like get stuck in this layer of cosmos because it's like really dense to be like stuck over there, like the, I don't know, like the ship can be stuck in the seaweed, the mound. So in this system of intelligence, they have 25 planetary systems, and each one of them has amount of planets from 9 to 27. Really interesting spiral of intelligence. That was 7th, and now is the 8th spiral of intelligence. The name of it is called Fortunatory. Don't ask me why, which is meaning the intelligence which is put inside of it. That's how it's called. So the star systems of this intelligence, they have the life surrounded by the intelligences of the higher level. And the meaning of that constructional creation is being kept in that form as well for the 9th spiral, for our spiral. So the 8th system of the intelligence is really interesting for us, for the Earthlings. Why? Because the beings of its planets, they are really alike with us because they have a physical form. They have physical form, ta-da! But they are higher intelligence, right, than us. But it's not so weak as ours. They have more strong, more healthy body, sometimes creating from the part of the human body like we do have, and part of the bodies of the animals. Guess what? They can be like human fish, human bull, horses like centaurs, or mermaids. So all our fairy tales or myths, it's not the plot of our imagination or fantasies. Did you think about that? It's a reality, just taken from the ancient times, from the old times, from the beings from the 8th system of intelligence, like mermaids or centaurs. The planets of them, of that system, of that spiral of the system, they are mostly like desertic. They're like empty, but the rest of them, they have their own form of life. there is no such where there will be living two or more types or kinds of the creatures. So the beings of the eighth system of intelligence, they have the intelligence which is 24,000 times bigger and higher than ours. But their their sentence right now is not to go out to the limits of their system of intelligence, because before they had the right to go out and visit the earth. But that's why we have the knowledge about mermaids and centaurs, but they didn't bring so much happiness to the kids of the earth. That's why we have our fairy tales about the centaurs and the mermaids, but they are real beings of the eighth spiral of the intelligences, but they were punished by the higher intelligence and the God the Father, because they were acting bad on earth and prohibited their visiting of the earth. So they don't contact us for this exact reason. They were not so good with us. So in this system of the intelligence, there are 48 planetary systems. Out of them is 17 planetary systems which are populated. The rest of them are not having the life. In these 17 planetary systems, they have 24 planets each. So that's really important that we, all of us, Earthlings, we understand that no one is trying to colonize us. No one is trying to enslave us. No one is going to do that, because first, our conditions on our planet, on the earth, are not suitable, not for a single civilization. And like us, we cannot live nowhere besides our planet in cosmos. The same, out of them, they cannot live here. And also because we are all connected, like every being is connected to the energetic nutrition to their mother, to their planet. That's why we cannot exist in the other planets. We cannot, because energetically we are only capable to exist here and get energy from only our planet. That's why we kind of need to keep this one. We don't have another one, unfortunately, to exist on. And plus, there exists one important law of the universe. Everyone should know about that. Even Elon Musk should know about that. It's about not interference into the life of any other planet, even if it's not inhabitant. Okay? On the moon as well, on the Mars as well, no one is waiting for us to go and live there. No one. No one is waiting for us to go and get over their resources, mineral resources or whatever. No one. No. It's just the truth which we should know. Every cosmonaut should know about that. All the scientists and all the conscious humans on Mother Earth. We should quit all the ideas about colonizing other planets. Any other planets, because our God, the Father, will never let this happen. No, we will never have permission for doing that. So we should forget about it. That's why it doesn't work. So on Earth here, we have specially created conditions for our life. Everything we need here for multiplying our life here and being in bloom for humans and other creatures. So that's why we need to just freaking wake up, like think it through again, stop destroying stop making wars, stop creating the armor and whatever, and do everything to keep our planet living, blooming, and everything for good of people and Mother Earth. We don't have another planet. That's it. You know, we have only this one. It's our home, and we kind of need to make it clean and in order and growing and developing, you know. That's what every one of us should be doing, because we can be living only here, unfortunately. Yeah, all the people should understand that the earth is our common home, you know, in the whole universe, and we need to protect it, we need to save it, not to be destroying, distracting everything constantly and infinitely. We just must not do that. For this kind of attitude to our planet, for our aggression towards the planet, to each other, to all the creatures and beings being here, people get all the cataclysms. Why do you think for the past lives the cataclysms are just increasing? Think about that. That's why. All the floods, earthquakes, fires in the forest, tornadoes, the heat, the extreme heat, the extreme cold. Remember, just like that, from the nature, nothing never happens. Nothing. All the earth cataclysms happen because of all this negative and horrible behavior of people. And also, you know, from what? From our dark thoughts. As you remember in the beginning of this stream, I said about that. We have our thoughts which are materializing. Everything dark and bad you think, you throw into our common field of the planet like a big spit of dirt, of dirty energy, is just dropping and patching our planet with darkness, with dark energy, you know? As the result of development of the human on this planet happened to be really terrifying. Instead of being like growing, developing, evolving, and going towards the cosmos, which is more intelligent, going towards the light, towards the kindness, we happen to freaking break the basics here. Like crossing the line of what we are permitted to do, going towards direction like which is like really opposite to the darkness, to the bad things. We should stop doing that. We should wake up for real, think about it, and stop our own self-destroying. We are actually sitting on a branch and we're cutting it. We're gonna fall, but we're gonna fall together, you know? We're sitting on the branch and we're cutting it, like chopping it over, like like, come on, are you idiots? You're just destroying your own home. Soon you're gonna have nothing to eat or breathe or live at. Like, we should stop that. So, our planet Earth is representing a special experiment of already formed experiment of the like intelligence which is higher than us, of the rulers of the universe, okay? And the most important in the human, it's actually how pure his soul is, or her, doesn't matter, and the thoughts are. The purity is important. Remember that. So the spiritual growing and development should be first place, and then the rest things, okay? But humans, they went to the forest of development, to the other opposite direction. Degradation is our everything, right? Everything that the creator of the universe and the rulers of the universe made for us and made a plan for this planet, for our mother, no. We're just gonna go opposite direction and destroy everything. And those who are guilty in that, actually, they're gonna have their punishment for that. Just be sure about that. Everything you do is seen. Everything. Everyone is being seen, heard, read. Every thought of us. Everything is being recorded, written in the book of life of every person. So every bad action, for sure, gonna be punished by the karma in this life. It can be illness, it can be accident, it can be losing the freedom, it can be losing an organ, it can be how's it called, incapacity, it could become invalid, or death. So please, people, remember, nothing never happens to a person without a reason. Nothing. That's the really important truth. Every illness, every trouble or a problem happen only because of our bad actions, our really bad wishes to our surrounding, to others, to the people, to our planet, to whatever. And that's our karma. That's the answer to all our problems and to all our diseases, illnesses, like whatever in our life. Okay? That's what we do. Like, we make our life miserable ourselves, basically. For everything we should respond, think about it, really ask for forgiveness, and make it better. Improve, recover, do everything is possible to become better, you know? And everyone should do that. If we want to bring something better for this planet, we should, everyone, work on ourselves. It's personal mission of everyone here. It depends on them, on every one of us, like how fast it's gonna be and shalala, and how it's gonna be, but it's a task of everyone, personal task. So just, you can make from all that, make your conclusions. The best thing is not to be making any harm, not to be doing any damage, nothing, no evil, not producing that, no bad or heavy actions, not being envy, not to be wishing something horrible to surrounding us people, to our neighbors, not doing the dark magic. Why I actually was also telling about that, why that you don't need to be doing tarot in our life, like in my TikTok, in my YouTube, you can find this, I have that videos. And you will be living in health, in love, in happiness, and with the luck, which will be in everything for you. So that's our own personal lesson. We should learn, think about it, and stop it. Just stop it. The bad actions, the nasty things, until it's too late. So everything is in our hands, you know. From every one of us depends our future on our planet, of every one of us. So that's the beginning of my series of the streams I started today. We're gonna continue with that. We're gonna talk later also about the rulers of the universe and the creator of the universe. Like, we're gonna discuss different topics more. So if you didn't subscribe me yet, I don't know what the hell are you thinking over there. Subscribe so you don't miss this information. It's unique and it's really important to know. And like, where else you gonna get it from? Maybe you knew part of it, but many of things I bet you didn't know. So hit the follow button and you're gonna see more videos, okay? And let me just take a look really quick at the chat. How about we made it crazy flip here on TikTok? Let me just take a look here really quick on the chat, guys. If you had any interesting questions here. Thank you for the follow. Thank you so much. Any questions, guys? While I'm still here, I will respond, and then we're gonna continue next time. I'm not from the United States. I'm originally, I was born in Russia, but I live in Mexico. So I was living in some time in States. I was different places. Neta. Buenas noches. No entiendo nadita. Perdón, mis amigos, tengo que decirlo primero en inglés. Ok, español. No sé cuándo. Empezamos con este. O pueden ver mis videos también cuando tengo grabados, como cuando están en mi canal de YouTube o aquí, y con subtítulos, ¿ok? Y pueden traducirlos y ya. Así vamos a ver. Pero tengo que traducir primero todo eso, toda la información a inglés, porque es más internacional, ¿ok? Por eso. Thank you for the compliments to my hair. Yes, I'm speaking about aliens and cosmos, all this fun stuff here, how the universe is working and created. Woo! And I'm gonna be speaking more. That's also one of my missions here. Watch other videos I uploaded on my TikTok as well. I recommend you for real to visit my YouTube channel, because over there I uploaded the intro information video about the cosmic center that I am part of the Center of Cosmic Connections, and I give also the intro about the main terms over there, like what you're supposed to know about that. Okay, if you wanna also do that, if you wanna also help in our planet, if you wanna have these abilities, open the telepathy, open channels of vision, and you're sure your soul is pure, your thoughts are pure, you're ready for actually follow the mission of your life, you can watch that videos, and then for further questions when you watch them, you can ask me. You can go to direct messages to any social media you see on my profile, on TikTok, on YouTube, on Facebook. Text me and say, hi Alona, I saw your stream, I saw your videos, I also want to help in this planet, to people, to earth, to our nature, to our animals. I want also energetically be helping here and conduct the energies of life, basically, of light from cosmos to the help here. Ask me how, I will tell you how to do that. I am fulfilling right now the part of translating the information which I have in Russian into English about that, okay? And you can become also the part of the huge society we have. Actually, we are from only our center, which was formed from the Russian and Ukrainian side. We are right now open to the cosmos with the antenna, cosmic students of the absolute. I call us the cosmonauts. We are more than 14,700 people right now, every day, sending help to the hot spots of the planet and doing our personal work as well of cleaning people, cleaning places, releasing the souls who are stuck here. Also, we need to help them to process. We are working on healing. We pass the healing energies, we set the protections, we remove the possessions, we do the exorcism. People, did you know that exorcism exists? We do that easily, sometimes not so easily. If we need like something stronger, we work with the group, but we are many, and there are for sure many people all over the world. We're gonna find them, we're gonna find you all. And if you know something also about that, let me know, comment on the videos, and I'm gonna make everything for that to happen, so we unite globally. Okay, so that's what we do. We are here to help. We are knowing our mission, and if you still are searching for your mission and you feel maybe this is your mission here also to be helping to make this world finally better place, do that. Text me, send me a message, we're gonna talk about it. I will let you know how to do that. We are, every one of us can help, and help of every one of us matters. Okay, every day we can do something good for our common best future on our planet, so we finally stop destroying it and we finally live our better future and better life. That's why right now is this epoch of transformation. That's why we're here. We need to help here, and we need to do stuff here for our better and cooler future, for our intellectual growing and progress. We also need that, not degradation and like a monkey with the banana, like whatever. So you can say hi to my friend Angel. It's a good thing in your country. Which country are you coming from? What are you even being yapping about? I already said the whole this time for 2 hours, the whole stream. You can watch it again in the record. I don't know what is Pacheca. Who can translate that for me? So guys, any more questions you have while I didn't leave? Let's make this place better together. Our world deserves that. As well, I said like before that also there are signs that you have that cosmic potential, that cosmic mission. You were born for that. Mostly for all your life you had like a stronger intuition. You had maybe visions of something weird. You maybe saw something different. I don't know, the souls, some different creatures, demons, angels, that might be not hallucinations, that might be just your actually natural vision you had all the time, kind of clue that you are capable to see something more than normal people. And from there, actually, you can make this life better, this world better, and fulfill your path you're supposed to be fulfilling and why you're born for, to this world, So if you feel that, let me know, guys. So here and now I'm gonna finish that stream. We're gonna continue. So subscribe to my channels and my Instagram, my TikTok, my YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok and YouTube have unique information. So both, for sure, you should subscribe. Make sure you do that. So yes, guys, thank you so much for watching and being with me in this stream. We're gonna continue with more information soon. I just gave you the main primary info in that concentrate. It's a lot, it's a ton of information. There's so much to say, so much to give you, so much to translate, because that's so much knowledge we still don't know, and I'm gonna do my best to do that for you. So thank you so much for watching, and now I'm gonna finish my stream. See you in the next videos. Make sure to check other videos I already have on my channels, and take care of yourself. Take care of your purity, of your soul and of your thoughts, because that matters. That matters, and it's gonna be playing the main role in your future. I can tell for sure that that's how it works. So thank you so much for watching. Can I say 5 words in Spanish? Sí, claro que sí. Yo puedo decir más, no sé qué. Pregúntame algo y voy a decir algo. Es que nada más que ahorita estoy traduciendo información del universo, de cosmos, más en inglés, porque es más internacional. Por esta razón sí. Pero si amigos entendieron antes que estaba diciendo y quieren unirnos, también pueden, y no sé, alguien puede ayudarnos a traducir todo eso a español. Y también puede ser, pueden ver mis videos o mis transmisiones con subtítulos en español. También tienen esta opción en TikTok o en YouTube, pueden traducirlos. ¿ok? Entonces nos vemos en transmisiones nuevas y cuídense mucho. Vamos a hablar más de cosmos, del universo, de todo eso en videos nuevos. Y no olviden seguirme. Nos vemos, amigos. So see you later, guys. Thank you so much for watching and take care. See you later. Bye bye.